And I mean, Astronaut already with the double kill, or I'm sorry, Ease Mini
Easy
with the
mini.
double,
Yeah.
Easy Mini with the double kill, ending with Astronaut. And, we're getting right into this game of King of the Hill on recharge. And you really have to learn to, manipulate those spawns and keep your hold of this map. It's one of those maps that will really snowball from you if you don't have the control.
Yeah, this bottom mill starting hill is it's just a party, right? A massive party of grenades, deaths, and just really hard to hold. But the team that sort of holds the angles and gets the setup will probably end up winning this first hill and get off to a good start.
And C is definitely a hold you want to have here, C plat, because not only does it help you with the win the rotation, it really anchors those spawns and you have the most sight. And right now, Astronaut with the double kill, perfect observing on 90's part here, switching at the perfect time. And with 3 down for lottery, it's just guaranteeing Loud Whine this free hill time.
And every time you get 3 or 4 down a team wipe, that almost gives you almost a guaranteed 15 seconds of time on the objective. So that's a really big kills by Loud Whine. Great job by Ashnot to really get that double kill and secure his team some of this time in this. It's a slim lead. They really haven't stretched it out too far yet.
And definitely not really stretching it out. And you see as 3 go down for Loud Whine, Matt Mode has picked up this shock rifle, and the shock rifle earlier is something that I was picking up regularly. I played Halo all day long, so watching these guys utilize the shock rifle really tickles that itch in my brain. It's one of my favorite weapons.
Yeah, Matt Mo's doing a good job here, playing his life using the shock. He hasn't really gotten a ton of kills, but when you have the shock, Grace, it just kind of opens up the map for the rest of your team because it sort of suppresses everybody because they're worried about, hey, I can't just expose myself to this shock and just get taken out.
Exactly, and Astronaut here is 3-2-3, and the whole side of Loud Whine, the scoreboard's looking pretty good, and you're seeing this game start to go in the favor of Loud Whine. The map control is starting to come through, and the teammate and the teamwork are starting to come through for one another. And right now, Easy Mini getting a very nice 1v1 one with that shock rifle pick up, and now you see him get taken down. He's 705, and with that shock rifle he could have done a ton of damage. And now Astronaut with the disruptor, another one of my really favorite weapons. He's coming in for that flank, and top glass is definitely a power position for this hill.
Yeah, the chef's cooking right now. Ashnot is that chef. He's cooking them with this little shock pistol, and he's really just locking down the map. He's covering all the angles great up here on top gold. He's allowing his team to just really just eat this time and just get out to a major lead. As he does take down Matt Mode and yesterday go down for that team. Marky does get taken out, and it looks like Lottery is going to get some time here as Easy Mini is trying to get some control of the map. He's not quite sure where to go. They do find the other team of Loud Whine, 2 of them on C plat. Looks like they're going to take one out and play their lives, and this hill is a little bit contested. I thought that Loud Whine was going to run away with this hill, but, with needing 1 second, lag shots or log shot's going to need to keep his life there, and he doesn't keep his life, and that's one more hill to the side of Loud Whine.
Loud Whine does a really, really good job of causing the enemy's players to kind of overextend. If you're paying attention to where these players are, you see someone go for the flank, and Lottery kind of lost that hill due to 2 players pushing to batteries when they could have pushed in to save that hill with them. So you're definitely seeing Loud Whine play a nuisance role here. And as its Definus gets taken down, Astronaut's left in the pit, and I'm not sure if right now we're going to try to really take full control of this hill. Maybe tease them a little bit, let them get in, and then throw the nades. Loud Whine seems to play very, very nuisance-like together, and they're very strong.
Yeah, they're making better coordinated pushes. That's a great detonation of those grenades right there, and they take out one of those players. I believe it was Ashnot that gets taken down. So Marky trying to play his life. He's getting pushed by multiple players. He's being a really good nuisance playing his life there, but he does eventually get taken down. And this is a really important hill for the side of Lottery, Grace. Being down 2-0, they cannot afford to go down 3-0 in this game.
Definitely can't afford to go down 3-0, and Lottery right now is 2-2, so they're definitely going to try to pick up their pace and really play together to try to get themselves one up in this in the season right now. And Loud Whine is looking very tough. 3-1. They're definitely the team to beat right now. And right now, Tane Bug has the control over this hill, but he's getting a little suppressed and choosing to fall back. But he gets kind of a blink melee and doesn't quite get it as he falls back. Does that enemy teammate decide to ego challenge? They can't seem to sniff him out, and him and his teammate get a disgusting mind the gap for that hill win, and now his two go down for Lottery. It's kind of a 2v2 here, and a disgusting triple kill for Tane Bug. Loud Whine is tough.
Tane Bug is cooking it right now. He is just destroying it on a killing spree. He's just doing everything for the team, putting the shots in, playing his life. And as you said, that triple kill was huge.
Definitely. A huge play. And on a game mode and a map like this, you definitely want numbers to fall. You want those mind the gaps to really come through. And now as camo goes up, you see map mode fight over it. He does win that 1v1, but his teammate slides in to pick it up, and as he gets taken down, camo is still in the hands of Lottery. But it's all about camo staying alive right now, and Loud Whine knows where he is, sniffs him out, but isn't able to take down that hill, or that camo player, and now the camo is in our hill.
Yeah, and strike on you with that triple kill by Tane Bug and the killing spree, they didn't really get a significant amount of time during that period, which has allowed Lottery to stay alive in this hill after they got a couple slays there with the overshield, excuse me, the invisible, and we got a tie game on this hill, and this hill is pivotal. Whoever wins this hill is going to win the game. That's my prediction.
Definitely, and I love what we're seeing here from It's Marky. He's using this shock rifle and shooting that weapons pad, or the little AI pad there, to get that chain, reaction there to take down that player. And that's one thing I love about the shock weapons on this map, is you can just throw your BR down on the ground and shoot it, and you're doing that chain reaction damage. And now Log Shot is 10 10 10, make a wish even across the board. Definitely a strong player for Lottery, and definitely playing his own role, but playing with the team. And as he gets taken down, we're seeing Lottery still have control of this hill, but it's all about the numbers. And with 3 down, Tane Bug and his teammates are going to push this hill and take control all over again.
And this is great positioning by Tane. Holding that back A setup when you have this hill is imperative. If you can hold the back A setup and not allow them to push in and keep your team spawning in back A, it's very easy to control this hill, because even if somebody goes down, they're most likely going to spawn in yellow or in back A. So very well done by the side of Loud Whine. They've just been a little bit better on positioning this map, and so far it's paying off.
It's definitely paying off, and one thing they've definitely shown here is they've kind of practiced their pushes. They're kind of pushing not the same way, but the same formation. You can tell who's choosing to play who, and his log shot gets shot in the foot. Tane Bug here, 13 5 and 12. I caster cursed him, he gets taken down, but right now Loud Whine does have that 2-hill lead, and with 3 minutes on the clock, they have the time to really slay out and just tease. But we're gonna see them here not choose to play time. They're going to get this hill, and we have just a few seconds left on the hill for them. And Easy Mini right now trying to grab this grapple, and hopefully it comes into play for him, and he's able to help his team win back this hill, because they do have just a little bit of time, but it's not really enough. He's not going to get it. And it goes in the side of Loud Whine. A very, very strong 4-1 victory for Loud Whine. Is that he felt his presence, and that's definitely what we're feeling right now. Is we are back and we are hot in this match of Slayer Aquarius, and we're jumping right into it. And right now Astronaut is definitely jumping right into it. 2-1-0 right now, definitely leading the score for his team. As he gets taken down, 3 are also down for Loud Whine. And right now, yesterday, the team captain of Lottery himself is now leading a push in yellow U, but it seems to be eating a lot of grenades right now.
Yeah, he kind of naded his own teammate. His own teammate was trying to push out. But we are tied 5-5. A little slower place than I thought it would be. I thought we'd be a little helter-skelter here, but a little slower place. We'll see what happens going forward here. I expect the pace to pick up, but it seems like every team is kind of playing a little cautious right now.
And Aquarius is definitely a map where if one team feels like the whole round and rotation needs to change and the flow of this map needs to slow down, you're definitely going to feel the brakes abruptly just slam, and they're definitely going to squeal. So you're going to see right now Logshot pushing from our yellow U, and he's got a teammate to back him up, and with him and his teammate kind of by themselves, his other teammates are going to get this person push from Loud Whine, and now it's Marky is definitely leading this push and putting out the damage, throwing those dynamo grenades, and he gets another kill on the floor, so you're seeing 2 go down for Lottery.
Yeah, I mean, great. I don't know that he intended for Marky for that, shock to go where it went. I didn't see it going as far as it did, but it did. It went well, and he was able to take out a few, and we have a 12-11 game as Ashnot is trying to get that invis. He does get taken down, and it is still available. I'm not sure any of the teammates on the side of Lottery know it's there. I would hope that Ashnot would have communicated that to his teammates that he did not burn it. Marky doing a good job playing his life, using this heat wave to try and deal some damage out. 14-13, we got like a crazily close game, which I thought it would be. Maybe a little bit different pace than I thought it would be, but I think the pace is going to start to pick up once these guys get a little more comfortable.
Yeah, you definitely see a team that has a 4, 5, 6+ point lead definitely take the reins and run with it. And right now, Matt and Mode in our blue U pushing with his teammate down our car side, and we're seeing this game really slow down. We expected such a fast-paced game, and as him and his friend get that one person down, we're going to see them try to gain more of this map control. And right now, we've got 2 down for Loud Whine. We're pushing together, we're playing together, and right now, Easy Mini 6-2-4, a very good score on his part. The one thing I like about Lottery right now is the score's very even, and same thing for Loud Whine, and we have I was about to say a 16 to a 15 point lead, but now it's a tied game all over again. This game is back and forth, and it just keeps flip-flopping on us.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a big takedown of Ashnot by Mad Mode and might have allowed them to extend their lead, because Ashnot as the captain has really been sort of leading the charge for his team as the Slayer. But even though he went down, his teammates were able to get a couple of picks and, have a really close game, 20-19, in Lottery's favor at this point. As Ashnot's trying to sneak up, he's playing the flanker role right here, but he might get caught out if all of Lottery sees him. He does get taken down, and his teammates about to get pinched here as they take him down. Marky does get a kill, but yesterday does a good job. He was not able to finish that last kill, which is pretty huge, to be honest. That kill could have
That definitely could have turned the game there, I was about to say. And he did a little friendly fire if you didn't notice there, Sugars.
And
now we see... I thought you did it. I definitely did it. And, now we see Ash and I here with that camouflage. And we're only thinking if maybe the team fire didn't come into play, we would have grabbed that camo and seen this game change pace. But now the game is changing pace in favor of Loud Whine, and Matt and Mode just trying to figure out where the enemy is coming from. And we meet them head on in yellow U. And right now, if you're paying attention to the map, you're seeing that Lottery is just overextending. No one is where anyone seems to need them to be. And Loud Whine is good at catching you by yourself if you are by yourself, so we're not seeing the team really stick together here. They keep getting separated.
And despite being separated, that's a huge double to get it back to 29-29. Even though they've been sort of separated, they've sort of been just trickling in, is the word I like to use for it. They sort of trickled in for those kills and those trades. Loud Whine didn't take advantage of it, and that's bad on them at this point, because they could have extended their lead without going down, since there were so many teammates there to support them with the trickle effect, the trickle push, should I say, that was exhibited by Lottery. Lottery and Loud Whine are real close together, so I kind of get them confused sometimes. Sorry.
No, you're good, Chugas. And definitely teams take point and pay attention to that trickle effect. If you can pay attention as a team and know when to push like that, like Chugas said, that trickle effect is going to really take that lead and run with it. And now we see Logshot is top mid, and I like what we're seeing from Lottery. We're kind of at a weird standstill, so we're gonna take that top middle position, and right now we're just losing the numbers, and Loud Whine manages to take 2 down for Lottery, and we see Astronaut here, the leader himself, get taken down, and we're seeing such a back and forth. It's trade after trade and punch after punch.
Yeah, a little missed melee there by Ashnot. He went for the back smack a little too early and got taken down. If he had been able to execute that back smack perfectly, they might be in a little bit of lead, but they're still in a little bit of lead as Marky
Ooh.
is just taking people down. Got 2 assists and a kill, picking up the heat wave, 40-35. They've really sort of put on, put on the full court press here and pushed Lottery back into their base. Tanebug with the invis, they're just sort of trying to spot him out. He goes right through one guy. He does take him down. And at 42-35, this is starting to get out of control. And this might be a 2-0 lead going to the side of Loud Whine, where Lottery sort of controlled the entire map for the first half. And then it was kind of close. And they've sort of 9-point lead. That's going to be pretty hard to come back from at 44-35.
Yeah, definitely hard to come back from. And you're now seeing what you said earlier this match. Once we have the reins and we have the lead, we're gonna be aggressive. And we're seeing as Marky goes down, he's putting out that damage for his team. And Definus is pushing in our back yellow. So we're seeing that really come into play here. We're seeing them play aggressively. And right now, I would say, I thought it would be anyone's game, but we're seeing it 48-36, a very comfortable, almost 10-point lead here. And oh my gosh, we're seeing trade after trade. And we finally see that one final trade for that win for
Very
Loud.
pivotal to whoever wins this game and whoever is successful in having the setup to hold the ball long.
And right now,
he goes in there for a kill, but he does get back smacked, unfortunately.
and you're definitely seeing these teams slay out first. And now that the team of Loud Whine has the numbers, they're going to play this ball, and they're taking the ball A, setting up, dropping it there, kind of baiting it, waiting for someone to grab that overshield so they can really secure the time. And with the ball out of the tunnel, you can secure that overshield so much easier. And what a play there. You just misstep a little bit and you lose that really big 1v1. And right now, Easy Mindy, the last one alive for Lottery. And we're seeing Loud Whine take the ball again, but he's got this sniper in his hand. And the S7 sniper is one of my favorite weapons. And watching Easy Mini and seeing what he's going to be able to do with this is going to open up the map for his team. You almost get scared knowing someone has this weapon in their hand.
Yeah, Easy Mini's going to have to control.
Woo!
What a stick. What a stick by the side of Lottery, I believe. They have 3 up. They got the S7. They got an in tower with a sniper. Hopefully the sniper with Easy Mini can control it. That's a great body shot and then takedown with it. Tanebug sneaking up on back tower. I don't know if they know he's there. Matmo with a good hold. We're seeing if he's going to play it. He is going to play it. That's a smart move right there as one of his teammates does go down. Log shot. So it was the right play. Sometimes you play a little bit early just to ensure that you don't miss the play late. As Ashnot, they didn't even realize he was there, but he does get taken down and doesn't get a kill as he had the perfect flank. Log shot taking the ball out at bottom mid. Getting some time here, and they've kind of doubled up the time. Not a lot of time for either team so far, Grace, but much better holds for Lottery than the side of Loud Whine so far.
Did you realize what they did there? When I said earlier, I said hopefully they realize that a team like Loud Whine always has someone on the flank. And so on this map with oddball in play, you want to play that ball early knowing that you're one down because it kind of distracts the enemy team and makes them choose whether to slay the rest of you out or turn around and, re-choose to play that oddball. And so being able to know when to play the ball, like you said, is super, super pivotal because you saw the team stay alive when Loud Whine decided to go after the oddball.
Well, and that was pivotal. They were able to repulse the overshield guy off the map there on back C. Poor Loud Whine got repulsed when they had the overshield. And that's big. Like, him having the overshield, he probably would have taken a couple players out. They would have gotten a setup. They do get a setup now, it appears. They're trying to get a setup. As they are, Marky does go down. So they are down a man holding the ball. That's one less person to slay. And the push is coming. They're pinching. One is flanking from the nest side, and 2 sort of... I thought 2 were going to come in from the overshield side, but they've sort of gotten distracted, and they're allowing Ashnot to really just pick up some uncontested time here on tower. Matmo is going to try and go in there. Ashnot is going to play the ball, but we got a 38-37 game where it looked like Lottery was just completely controlling the game off the start.
Yeah, definitely looking very strong and definitely looking at their notes that they've taken. I mean, I take a lot of notes. I'm sure they regrouped while we were waiting for this next map and mode. And so we're seeing players start to really form a self-awareness. And so we're placing ourselves where we need to be. And Marky here with the S7 sniper, the ball not currently in play and it's sitting in pillars. And you're seeing a team like Lottery kind of pick and poke and try not to lose as many players, and Loud Whine sticking strong. And with this sniper in hand, we're seeing this team be a little scared of Marky alone. And that's not someone I'd choose to pick up the ball. You've got the sniper in hand, Marky, but Marky doesn't care. Marky's gonna do it all. So Marky's going to take this ball, and we're going to see Loud Whine try to set back up in tower. And as you see, Lottery is flanking. They're going tunnel. They're pushing bridge and just trying to go around. And the flank seems to come through. And as Lottery pushes C plat, Marky drops that ball. And knowing he's got the sniper in hand, playing his life is super important here. And his teammates come through, and it's 3 down for Lottery. And now this ball time is almost guaranteed.
Big kill. I'm not sure who got that. I believe it was Log Shot. Big kill coming through. Maybe it was yesterday. And 2 go down for the side of Loud Whine. And now we're going to get a little bit of ball time here for the side of Lottery. They got 3 up. And they're holding that ball. They're probably going to have to make a play here, unfortunately, as a few of their players did go down. But that's a good play, and they're only 2 seconds down with 2 minutes to play. This is a very hotly contested game, and it's going to be interesting to see who plays this last 2 minutes of this game better is going to win this first round and be that much closer to winning this stage.
I definitely feel like Lottery is a lot more comfortable on this map. I love the plays I'm seeing here, and being able to push with your team is pivotal. And I mean, a little bit of friendly fire never hurt nobody, right, Sugas? And as we see, Matt Mode getting a very, very smart trade, knowing that not only that they're down in numbers for Loud Whine, but getting that one last person to deal with for his team is going to deny a little bit of ball time for Loud Whine. So the trades coming through on their end is pivotal, but right now, yesterday gets taken down. That's your captain. What are you going to do?
I'm a little perturbed that the team had 4 down on the side of Loud Whine and no time has been picked up for the side of Lottery. Big double kill by Log Shot, able to deny them overshield so far. They do get the ball. They're trying to get it out, but that overshield is still there to be picked up, and Tamebug's going to pick it up and pop it into his chest. He's trying to take Matt Mode out. They are in a deficit, so this push is going to need to come through and relatively quickly as Tamebug and Ashnot work on taking Matt Mode down. That overshield is all but burned. Good rotation to the back C. He's going to hold on to it for as long as possible till they take him out and it goes off the stage. And they got a 21-point lead with about 55 seconds left on the clock.
Oh my gosh, and right now Astronaut really leading his team to a victory with 4 down for Lottery. And as they spawn in, they seem to have kind of weird spawns because of this weird, overextension from Tane Bug at the moment. We're having those nest and B spawn, so we're going to be able to set up, but right now we're being able to contest. And as we see numbers fall for Loud Whine, we're still holding on to this ball, choosing to drop the Shroud Shield, open up the pit, and we've got the Needler out, and we do end up getting a box or a trade, I think. And yesterday here, knowing Easy Mini had the ball, is able to play it, we're going to try to push for it, but the enemy is spawning behind him, and it doesn't seem like we're really worried about where everyone is at in the placement, because it seems like no matter where we are, someone is spawning right behind someone else.
Yeah, this is really going down to the wire. 82-81. That could be the one that does it, though. As Matt Mode goes down, a little bit of a setup. They're going to have to just wildly push with 10 seconds left on the clock for the side of Loud Whine to confirm this round one, should I say, not game 1, victory. As they can slay out with this 20 seconds and just prevent the side of Lottery from touching the ball. But Lottery does pick up the ball, only gets 2 seconds, and 7 seconds needed. And Tanebug's going to probably run away with this one. I don't think anybody on Lottery is going to be able to get to him. And that's going to be round 1 to the side of Loud Whine. Just really played well at the end. That second half of the game was just better played by Loud Whine.
And you saw so many overshields just be fought over and not won by the team who you really thought was going to outplay the other. So we're seeing both teams really pick fights that are shocking me. And right now, Easy Mini, when I thought he was going to win that, he doesn't get the trade. And so we see now Marky, he's got Sniper and Heat Wave, one of my favorite combos. And overwatching this over shield is just what you want to do with this S7. And I love the rotation coming from his part. We're in such a pivotal position now that if Lottery wants to make a push, they're gonna have to fight this Sniper, and the Shroud Shield opening up that pit, allowing Overshield to come into play. But was that a backsmack on Overshield? It didn't even have time to make it out.
Yeah, no, he did not have it. You know, that's the meta now, is throw the Shroud, get the over. A little bit OP if you had to ask me, but really well done by Loud Whine for the first round. They got almost every overshield that was possible to get, and now it's just a lot of slaying back and forth. No one's even bothered to pick up the ball, which I think sort of plays into the hands of Loud Whine, if you had to ask me, as they do finally pick it up. But we were, you know, 1 minute and 7 seconds before anybody even touched the ball this round.
Definitely trying to waste some time because of how close it got a bit of the time. We're seeing both teams really pick it up, and the slays and the aggressiveness are definitely coming into play. And so we're seeing a change of pace with the game. We're choosing to slay out a little bit more, prioritize the positioning, hopefully. Oh my gosh. And now with Matt Mode holding this ball, we're seeing Lottery take an 11-point lead, or I'm sorry, a 6-point lead. And math is super hard for me because that's why I play Halo instead of do math for a living. And as the ball switches hands, it's the Finest has the ball, and it's Marky is going to try to set up for this overshield that's coming up in 4 seconds.
He's going to have to contend with 2 players, though, here, Graces, to take him down. He got both of them absolute, but was not able to get either of them down, and he does get taken down, and that's a big win, I believe, by Matt Mode on that overshield, if he was able to survive and pop it, which I don't think he was. He did take the person down, which was Ashnot that was trying to pick it up. They do an early play, and Matt Mode did get the overshield, actually, excuse me. He gets 1 kill. Is he going to get the second? No, he does not. It's a killing spree for Tanebug. Big play by Tanebug to take Matt Mode with the overshield down, and that's just kind of embarrassing if you have to ask me.
And you heard it right here from Sugars. You should be embarrassed if you lost the overshield that easy. And yesterday here, the captain of Lottery trying to push back, but it's to no avail. We do get taken down, and Astronaut here in our dummy door. We're seeing both teams play very, very scrappy, and this Logshot tries to just take some cover here in pillars. Try not to put himself in the middle of a fight that he didn't pick. You know what I mean? So we're seeing this team really pick and choose their fights, but it's such a scrappy fight. We're seeing the trades come through, and Loud Whine is starting to take this lead, and this is a team we see take the lead and definitely run with it. So be careful here, Lottery.
Yeah, no, they're starting to pull away, and I'm seeing Loud Whine not taking a lot of one-on-ones anymore. It seems to be a lot of 2-on-1s that they're taking. They got 2, and Lottery's got 1, and it's working out in their favor, and it's enabled them to get into this 36-14 lead. Though Lottery does have a little bit of a setup here. If they can get their players to hold these angles, they do have the S7 with Easy Mini. The ball is laying on the floor. I'm not quite so sure why it's still laying on the floor. They do pick it up, as I don't know if he realizes there's one. He does. He gets the no-scope on him and the smack for the 1 kill, and this overshield is going to be pivotal, as Lottery has sort of brought this game back a little bit, as Ashnot trying to get that overshield again. They are not able to take him out. He is going to pop that into his chest, and Easy Mini's going to have to run for his life. He ran into 2 people in bottom mid.
Easy Mini, obviously that mouse and keyboard player, you saw the no scopes coming from him, you saw the swish, you saw the flick, and right now we're seeing Tanebug do a very, very strong push, almost on his own too, for a double kill, which gets that ball reset, but it's definitely in their favor. We're seeing the ball fall into Loud Whine's hands, and when we thought this game was starting to really even back up and tie itself out, again, Loud Whine is going to run with the lead. They're starting to create themselves, and you're seeing the scores really come into play here. A lot of Loud Whine is past that 20-point barrier when it comes to kills, so the slays are coming into play here when normally it's the assists and the teamwork, and so we're seeing more slays and setup coming into play with Loud Whine here.
3 do go down. Marky has the sniper at Little Door. He's doing a great job of just holding off great snipe on the map mode. They're not able to really pick up that ball, even though they had 3 down for the side of Loud Whine, because Markey was able to control the angles with that S7. And they get the picks they need, and they're putting more climb on the clock. And it's now or never for the side of Lottery, because this is a 2-0 lead for Loud Whine. And they're already up 1 round, and they only need about 32 seconds before they confirm this victory as a 3-0 sweep and get the broom out.
And right now, Loud Whine is saying, it's my ball, it's now or never. Whoa. Living on a prayer, you know what I'm saying? And so now yesterday, we'll just skip that. We'll just completely skip the fail I did. Yesterday does end up picking the ball up for his teammates, and with Overshield up in 10, he's eyeballing it, trying to see who's coming. And right now it's Markey making that break in A, but it's to no avail. They were able to drop the ball and get that slay into play here. And now Astronaut trying to contest this Overshield, and another teammate behind him, Tame Bug, secures this Overshield. And now it's up to Yesterday to make this rotation, stay away from this Overshield, because if you can outrun this Overshield with this ball, you're going to either get to play it or you're not going to get to play it. And right now Overshield is on your tail, and choosing to maybe nade out Overshield here would be a good play, but it's to no avail. Tame Bug utilized this Overshield and got so much damage put on the board here.
Yeah, 25 seconds and ticking in this game and series is going to be over. I thought it was a good hold there. It was a good play, maybe. It was basically a play ball. He got it to bottom mid almost to key door. He wasn't able to get his teammates there, that he was able to waste that Overshield down, but it didn't matter because his teammates weren't there to clean up the other kills. They 2-get 4 down. Team wipe. This could be the moment they needed.
Gosh.
13 seconds. They're going to pick up a good 15 to 20 seconds on that team wipe, and that's going to put them right back in this game. They're only down by 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Matmo's going to try and rotate it, but no one is there. Where's the rest of his team? Where's the setup? No one was, not all of his teammates were down. Where was his team?
That's something
they were all kind of pushed out. They were kind of all pushed out, not around the ball.
That's
need
something
to be around
that
the
comes
ball,
into
guys.
play with them here.
Yeah, and that's going to do it. I think that's going to do it, and I don't understand really what the logic there of pushing out by all 3 teammates really was when they had the ball set up in A with a full team wipe. And that's it. That's series.
That's
It's
definitely
little
the
things like that.
series.
It's little things like that that make the difference sometimes.